Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Days Podcast, along with a new video. I wanted to make another fan appreciation video. I also want to say happy birthday to Janet. Um, it is May 16th. We are coming to a close in Taurus season soon. I know Taurus is, we still rocking with Taurus season, but we getting towards Gemini season. The 21st ain't too far now, okay? But as far as my fan appreciation video for Janet, be sure to check it out. Again, happy birthday. I love her. And as far as the fan appreciation video that I am doing right now for you guys, this is about Michael Jackson, her brother. So I felt it would be best to do this video because for a while I had wanted to, and I wanted to make sure I was able to talk very organically and make sure that y'all know this man is a legend to this day. And I love him. And he is the king of pop. He broke many barriers. Many barriers. He broke the records and he helped the children. And I may have said this in a video just recently where the children, we have to take care of the children and take care of ourselves, okay? So without further ado, we are going to talk about the Grammy Award winning, the mind and soul and pureness of this great person. He was born August 29th. And, the thing about his stardom when it became, like, wow, like, this is it, Jackson 5. It really, it blew the world away. Like, they were touring. Him and his brothers were touring, and at such a young age, where we see child stars even after, where they say, like, no, like, I'm working damn near 22 hours a day, maybe, at most. Hopefully not more than that. Okay, but it goes there. But he did what he needed to do. And he was honest with the world about his passion for music and wanting peace and helping the world, being a humanitarian at that. And that's something that I would never overlook. And he's just very much missed. So when it came to, let's look into some albums, okay? So yes, pretty much, yes, the 8th child of the Jackson family. And this is another thing too, he had multiple siblings, and it's when you just have one or two or maybe 4 or 3 other siblings, you already balance out, already your parent, never mind yourself and those siblings around you. Parents too, I should say, because there are people with both parents. So when you have 9, that's a lot going on. So it's just, and oddly enough, there's always a Gemini somewhere. I'm I'm making reference to my Gemini video, which you can also look at the Taurus video as well for Janet. And there's Geminis that are very, I will talk about those. Lauryn Hill, we actually share the same birthday. Lenny Kravitz and me share the same birthday too. We will talk about them and my fan appreciation for them on a separate video. This is about Michael. So as far as with Michael, where, you know, you're touring and you're making consistent music and you're learning that you want more out of it, and rightfully so, you know, like eventually you want to grow, you want to be able to peak a way that, you know, you're, you know, really, you're doing everything that you love to do. And when it came to going solo, there were projects that he had within the time that it was the Jacksons, and even doing Triumph, despite Off the Wall, which I will talk about in its own video. I'm going to talk about each of his albums in their own video. This is just a fan appreciation, just to let y'all know that that's coming. So when Off the Wall came out, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and Rock With You, she's out of my life. You know, there's this working night and day. I can't help it. Can't help it. You know, I can get into it. So, just when you come from releasing that and the reception is just, wow, like this is great. And you pretty much exceed expectations beyond your own, and to the point where you accept it with pride, because it's like, yes, I did this, okay, and I bow to that man for that, because it's just like, there was a time where Black artists weren't fully appreciated, and even now, in a time of 2024, oh yeah, Black artists are being appreciated when it's certain people. And it's just like, you know what? And I'm not saying just music. I'm saying all across the board. There's all types of creators out there, and they all don't always get their justice. Because, you know, sometimes when people talk a certain way, you know, it kind of gives, oh, well, maybe he's not intellectual. No. There are very much smart people out there. And so, with Michael, he stood his ground when it came to his music, wrote his music, and played instruments, and even, you know, for the sake that when he was working on Thriller, there was just a moment where, you know, it's almost done, and when that final piece to the puzzle was made, and that's my favorite song, which is Human Nature, we got Thriller. And there's bonus tracks, there's unreleased tracks all around, as far as just albums. I'm not going to say they leaking or anything. They don't need to be, you know, they need to be properly handled, you know. I don't know. I mean, I know I love music as much as any other music enthusiast, though I just know when it comes to the artists themselves, maybe they didn't want certain songs out. Maybe it was just too personal. Even if it is good, even if it is showing certain vocal ability that we didn't get to really get, it's okay. But my best friend's gonna love the fact that I'm making this video, because she's gonna be like, oh my god, you're doing it. But my sister too. Yeah, so as far as Thriller, when that was released, we're getting featurettes. Like, each video has a story that he was able to release. I wish Human Nature had a video. But when we had Beat It, when we had Thriller, when we had Billie Jean, okay? Like, we had those videos. That was it. And winning accolades throughout all his albums, you know, with Bad, that was letting people know, no, I'm really in control. Like, I'm here. Like, you know, I won't say that, you know, Dangerous isn't like, so the thing about the timeline from Bad to Dangerous, and the thing about what the public for some reason didn't accept then but may now to an extent based on real talent. I don't get why, even if an artist goes a different lane, there's that sense of, oh, I don't like it, next. And there's really people out there that, and then, you know, some of them will actually be like, yeah, I'm a hater, I don't like this. And it's just like, no. Because then, you know, unfortunately, when an artist may be gone, now the song hits. Now, oh my God, I wish there was more. And it's like, no, there is more, but no. Now it has to come with it should come with a price, because you should have appreciated to where maybe it could have came out sooner and in a better way, you know? He wanted us to appreciate him more, definitely. And I feel that because I definitely appreciated him, but much more when it came to just, and you know, there could be a deep dive for the allegations and all that other stuff. And if you want my honest opinion, just to keep it cut and short, where we can do the deep dive later, I don't believe any of it. I think he's innocent. I know he's innocent. I don't got time for any of that. I stand with Janet where I know he didn't do a thing. No. He had Neverland, and he made sure those children, all children, even his own children, were safe. And then, you know, going into the 90s, like I said, where you have Bad being just as successful, but not like successful as far as, you know, Thriller, but just successful where it's like, no, he's a staple in pop. He's a staple in music. He is here, you know? And so with Dangerous, where he's letting all cultures know, like, no, listen, I'm worldwide, very much international. It doesn't have to be one sound. I'm going into whatever I want to do. Okay, things are getting done around here. So yeah, like I said, and that's just me making sure y'all know, actually, honestly, if we're all the way real, then I'm getting this content out for you. So yeah, going into the 90s and where he and Janet had made Scream, and with Dangerous being a success as well, you know, there was a lot of touring. He didn't like to tour. He would say, I don't like touring, but the people gotta see me. I gotta be out there. I don't like doing it. Okay? He didn't always like doing it. So when we get to the 90s, where it's peaking towards 2000s, yes, Blood on the Dance Floor, we already have a history album where, you know, listen, and y'all need to listen more onto the history album. That's one of his realest albums. Not to say that they're all not real. They're actually all real, very much real. But I'm saying, look into what he talks about. He's not playing with any of you. He knows that there needs to be change, still to this day. And yeah, just Earth Song alone. That's, oh my God. What about? Oh, sorry. As far as just like Butterflies, You Rock My World, Invincible. That album is very legendary. It was not appreciated enough here. And yeah, out of all of his albums, his last few albums were just not appreciated enough here. And it's not nice. He went to court, not guilty, and as so, because no, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. And I really stand by that. He did not do nothing. He didn't do it. No. I'll say it as many times. So, besides that, he was ready to tour again and to give us more music. And there was more music he was going to release. And he had a whole rehearsal ready for us to be able to witness where it could have been live from overseas. You know, he was going to be in the UK and then, you know, possibly be here. And it would be exciting. It would have been exciting. I would have made an attendance. I would have found a way. 2009. It's really going on 15 years next month. So that's another reason why I wanted to make sure I made this video, because he is very much missed. And I think that was a very dark moment just in history, because you just know that man just meant the world to us all. So that's why I made this video, so I can be able to show you guys what needed to be shown as far as for appreciation when it comes to a artist from a fan. You want to make sure that you always keep it real, okay? I love this man and what he's done. And do you remember the time, Black and White? Oh no, don't think I wasn't gonna talk about those songs, okay? So there's also Who Is It? Okay, Jam. There is Liberian Girl, Speed Demon, Leave Me Alone. I Just Can't Stop Loving You, and Speechless is a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Whatever Happens. I'm just saying songs that if you're a true Michael Jackson fan, you'll be like, oh my God, he knows these songs. Wow. Heaven Can Wait. I'm trying to think. It's Something Watts. That's a great song too. If you check it out, in the comments, if you let me know what it is, tell me. If anything, I'll be able to. What am I doing? I could do this live. What? Talking about, tell me in the comments. Let me go look. It's time. All right. So yes, Invincible. Let's look right now. Yes. I'm acting like I can't just look album to album. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes. 2000 Watts. That's the song. Yes. Break of Dawn, Invincible and Unbreakable and Heartbreaker, you know, just this whole album. You Are My Life. Now, You Are My Life, that makes people sad and cry. Me too. And it hits different now. It's just, you know, you feel full with that song, listening to that. It even has a song named Cry too. But yeah, I'm trying to tell you, he did a lot. Got to Be There. I Want to Be Where You Are. Ain't No Sunshine. Just so much music. So much music. But yes, there was the Bad Tour, the Dangerous Tour, the History Tour. And my thing is, I wasn't going to be able to make it to the History Tour because that was overseas. I wasn't going to be able to make it to Dangerous World Tour because that was overseas and I wasn't here yet. And the Bad Tour was the only tour that I can honestly say, wait a minute, yeah, wasn't Dangerous World Tour overseas? Yeah, he wasn't here. No. Yeah, it grossed over 100 million and there was 3 million people that came. It was a big deal. Yes, 92, he was torn down. He said, I'm getting my money. I know that's right. Yes, so like I said, he has hits beyond hits. Thriller, of course, had a 40th anniversary, which was last year. and just he's just done so much. Oh yeah, Man in the Mirror. I wasn't gonna not end the video without saying that song. No, that's legend. I'll go into the bad album, y'all. I'll do it. I want to talk about each of them individually. But yes, this is definitely a fan appreciation video. Dirty Diana. Oh yes, The Way You Make Me Feel. Smooth Criminal. You know, so, oh yes, I've said them all. I said all the singles. And of course, Bad. Another Part of Me. You know, and mind you, this came out, this was August 31st, 1987. So this was like his birthday album. Literally, like his birthday was 2 days prior. So this is like a gift to us, like happy birthday to me, and here you go. You know, and that's nice. Honestly. Someone else did that. It wasn't called Bad, it was called B-Day. I love these Virgos. And honestly, I don't have a B-Day commentary or a Beyonce appreciation video yet. So I'll be doing that too. So, yeah, it was recorded by January of '85, so literally in the midst of having his Grammys and you know, attending other award shows. He's already working on the next thing. So yes, he was done by July, so I'm gonna just chill. July of '87, from what it says here. And yeah, so with it being '87, he just turned 29. And it's something because I'm 29 now, but I'll be 30. And so by '88, this man is touring down everywhere. So I just, you know, it's something because everyone has their path and what goes by 30 or by 40 or 50, whatever. It don't matter who it is. Your path is your path. It's just good to know, even from someone so great, or anyone rather, when you reach a certain age, you can really reflect, and it's okay. Yes. This was a great album. All of his albums are great to me. And he has spoken a lot through interviews about what he would love for the world to be, and kept himself where he wanted to keep the magic of it all going with the artistry, making each album different from the other and evolving from each project. And like I've told you, I don't do deep dives in regular videos. We'll talk about that on the Patreon now. And you know, I'm truly grateful to be able to know his music, know the artist he was and person he was, and yes, he is the Michael Jackson. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more.